Hello, this is all cybersecurity news about data breaches, data leaks, and cybercrimes of the week 7 of the year 2023. So for this week, we have first this piece of news that has been published on 16th of February 2023 that based on that, this chat GPT empowers millions of potential cyber attacks. Probably you've already heard about the chat GPT that is like an AI based kind of search engine that kind of quite useful in such some fields, I can say to be honest, based on my experience. So it was to be checked by you. You can come to a conclusion about how it can be useful for you. So it has been published on securityboulevard.com. The other piece of news comes from this resource, Cincinnati.com. So based on that, this Fairfield DNA testing company fined $200,000 for a data breach. The next piece of news comes from darknetlive.com. It has been published on 16th of February 2023, and based on that, Iowa man resold drugs purchased on the dark web. The next piece of news comes from hackread.com. So it has been published on 16th of February. All AI image editing tool Dataleak user images and data. The next comes from Forbes.com. This is very famous site. So it has been published on for February 14th, and based on the passport breach hits over 500 cricket stars from Wasim Akram to Jan Bell. Probably this is the names of some of the players. I'm not that much into the cricket. So the next piece of news comes from the record.media. It has been published on 14th of February. So based on that, Louisiana HBCU says personal data from 44,000 students accessed in November cyber attack. After this comes this piece of news from the register.com. So based on the Russian crook made $90 million exploiting stolen info on Tesla, Roku event, Snap, and more. Again, we have from the recorded media. So it has been published on 15th of February. The Scandinavian Airlines hit by cyber attack. Anonymous sued and claimed responsibility. For those of you who maybe haven't heard about it, this Operation Sweden has been started and conducted by some groups that claim to support like Islamic groups, and like they're kind of conducting this attack to the entities, especially from Sweden, but not limited to Sweden, like Norway, Denmark, that because of this, they believe that there are some groups over there in these countries that kind of expanding this idea of Islamophobia. So this is some background about this attack. The next piece of news comes from the record.media again. So based on that, that has been published on 13th of February. Philadelphia Orchestra Kimmel Center website down after cyber attack closed ticket sales. The next piece of news comes from securityaffair.com. So based on that, community health systems data breach caused by Go Anywhere MFT hack. It has been published on 15th of February 2023. Next comes this piece of news from itpro.co.uk. Lockbit releases entire negotiation history with Royal Mail ransomware set at £65 million. It has been published on 14th of February 2023. For those of you who don't know, this Lockbit is one of the famous ransomware leak sites and most active, one of the most active ones. recently. So they have a section that like kind of like releasing the chats and negotiations. So if they don't manage to uh, get the money, the ransom that was requested, they'll publish the negotiations. So the next piece of news comes from jdsupra.com. It has been published on 14th of February 2023. Teijin Automotive Technologies filed notice of data breach affecting over 25K employees. Again from the same source, jdsupra.com, but on 14th of February, this, if I pronounce the name correctly, Xavier University of Louisiana announces data breach affecting 44,312 individuals. Again, from the same resource on the same day, databreach.com, there is this piece of news. Revantix, an Omega healthcare company, announces data breach following cyber attacks. From databreaches.net, on 13th of February, there is this piece of news that Community Health Systems estimate 1 million patients impacted by vendors' Go Anywhere breach. From TheGuardian.com, there is this piece of news that revealed the hacking and disinformation team meddling in elections. Again, from the Record.media, there is this piece of news on 14th of February 2023. Tonga is the latest Pacific island nation hit with ransomware. From SecurityWeek.com, there is this piece of news that has been published on 14th of February. Hackers target Bahrain airport, news sites to mark uprising. From bankinfosecurity.com, there is this piece of news that has been published on 13th of February 2023. So Black Hat, that is a ransomware leak site, leaks data belonging to Irish University. There is this piece of news from bleepingcomputer.com on 13th of February that Pepsi bottling ventures suffered data breach after malware attack. From this, well, yeah. After that comes this piece of news from, I managed to open, yeah, from darkreading.com. Dark web revenue down dramatically after Hydra's demise. It has been published on 14th of February from this darkreading.com. Then the next piece of news comes again from hackrate.com. Then this Chinese hackers keep targeting Group IB cybersecurity firm. It has been published on 13th of February 2023. Bankinfosecurity.com has published on 13th of February 2023 that Israel's technical university under ransomware attack. So the other piece of news comes again from the same resource, bankinfosecurity.com. I think I already have read this one, so we can skip or close this one. From jdsupra.com, there is this piece of news that has been published on 10th of February 2023 that FTC claims sharing user health data with advertising platforms is a security breach. From this bleepingcomputer.com, there is this piece of news on 10th of February 2023 that Club Ransomware claims it breached 130 orgs using Go Anywhere 0-day. From jdsupra.com, there is this piece of news that House Health Incorporation introduces data breach impacting 10K patients. It has been published on 10th of February 2023. Again, from Bleeping Computer, there's this piece of news that has been published on 10th of February 2023 that 8 networks confirmed data breach after Play ransomware attack. There is this piece of news. I don't know why they are asking about cookies. So, from sfgate.com on 10th of February 2023, City of Oakland hit a ransomware attack of unknown severity. And last but not the least, from cybershafarat.com, there's this piece of news that NATO and Sweden hit with cyber attack. So it has been published on 12th of February 2023. Okay, thanks for your paying attention. And this was all the, well, part of the cybersecurity news related to data breaches, data leaks, and these cyber crimes for week 7 of the year 2023. Thanks for paying attention.